Good morning, everybody. Happy Election Tuesday. Hope everybody had an opportunity to get out and vote. I went out early this morning and voted and was in and out in like 15 minutes, all done. So, yay. All right, I'm back again. I'm, stepping way back to show the haul and a little late on getting this video up. Sorry about that. Usually try to get a video up once a week for you to enjoy, but I was a little late because we just have had so much going on. It's that time of the year for us to really focus on getting our booths set up with all the Christmas treasures, and that requires a lot of work, pulling everything out, pricing everything, and flipping. If you have a booth, you know what I'm talking about. We also had our yard sale, that $10 a bag yard sale, and that went great. You need to go over to a work in progress at JoAnn's channel and check out the treasures she found at that sale. Wow, she found some great stuff. It was such a success. It was our first time we decided to do that concept where you can just fill a bag for $10, and it was a great success. The driveway was full the entire day. I barely sat the entire day. And everybody had a blast hunting for treasures, and we cleared out a lot of stock, and we can start a little more fresh. I still have tons of stock. I didn't even get it all out. I was putting out boxes all day long and did not get it all out. So we are going to host this at least once a year, if not twice a year. So we'll see how that goes. But it went great. It was a success. We'll do it again. So haven't had a lot of time to treasure hunt. Have stopped at a few things. This is like from several weeks back. I've got some items here, like that television there, that vintage television. I went with JoAnn again, from a work in progress to a private pick. This guy had a great collection, and I did a little bit of videoing of it. I don't have a lot of footage of it. The garage was really full, so it was hard to get to the treasures, but I'm sure there were a lot of things in there that we could have possibly purchased from him. But they were buried in the garage and hard to get to. But we did find some treasures. Let's see what else. I have a yard sale. Some of the things like these toolboxes over here. Those are from our guy that's not too far from us who has a yard sale sometimes every weekend, sometimes once a month. It just depends. You got to catch it. But he clears out houses for a living. That's one of the things that he does. He clears out houses. So he has tons of stuff, and his prices are always great. So we always find good stuff there. And then some of the items over here, we went up to Charlotte this past weekend to watch my son perform in a band. This was his first public appearance in the band, so we were real excited about that. I'll put a little clip up about it. And we stopped at a Goodwill in Charlotte and picked up some items. Now, I'm going to say the Goodwills in the Charlotte area, in the western part of North Carolina, I believe, from my experience, are much better than the Goodwills here on the eastern side of the state. They're owned by two different organizations, and they're just run differently. One of the things I really like about in the western part of the state is, first of all, their prices are very good. Secondly, they do not use marker. They use stickers for their pricing, so you can just take the sticker off and not have to deal with this permanent black marker that you're trying to remove. And they refill constantly while you're there. While we were there, we were only there for about 20 minutes in this Goodwill because we didn't have a lot of time. And I didn't film because we were just in and out. But I think they brought out 4 carts while we were there. And it was just nonstop. They were just bringing out fresh stuff the whole time we were there. And here it's like I go and the shelves are just, the stuff's been sitting there. It's garbage. It's broken. It's chipped. I'm disappointed. I just think it could be run so much better. But I'm not the one running it. At any rate, let's look at some of the stuff that we got. I'm going to start with these 3 toolboxes. These are actually fishing tackle boxes, or they could be toolboxes. This top one's kind of like a starter kit, so it doesn't have a lot of exciting things in it. We did have a young man who came to our yard sale, and he asked if we had any fishing items, and I said, I just picked up a bunch of tackle boxes. You're welcome to take a look through. And he looked through this one, and he said there was a lot of vintage items in here, and he actually bought a set of vintage lures out of here that he was pretty excited about. But kind of a starter toolbox. I mean, there are things in here. I mean, I found there's WD-40, there's tools, different types of tools and things. I'm not a fishing person, but I know that there are a lot of people that love the sport, and we actually had a vintage fishing box a few weeks back from the same guy, and it was really quite a valuable piece, and we put it in our booth down at Collected Treasures, and the person that purchased it was actually an artist, and she was going to use it for all her paints, but you know, hey, that's what this could be used for too. So there's that. And then this one, we were going through this the other night. Let's see if I can get it open for you. This box is actually vintage. This box, I just looked online. It's valued at about, they're listed at about 30. I didn't look at solds yet, so they're listed at about 30. But this one's full of all kinds of stuff. This I thought was kind of cool. These look like they're homemade because they're made from bread tabs. And I'm not even sure if they even use these anymore on bread. But look at the price. Oh, I wish bread was 79 cents. I sure do. I've started making my own bread. Anyway, when we were looking in here, I found these, which I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I have a collection of a lot of things, but I have a collection of, oh goodness. What do you call these things? Matchbooks. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I have a collection of matchbooks, and that's Winston. So that's going to go in my collection. And we also collect these. And this one is Schmidt's. I don't know if you can see it. Thought that was pretty cool. So we found some little treasures in there, but there's all kinds of things in here for people that enjoy fishing. There's a whole box of those homemade with the tabs and all kinds of stuff. So we'll break this up, probably sell some of the things separately from the box, leave some things in the box maybe and sell it all as one. So there was that. And then I've decided we're going to keep this one. This is the one that was the starter kit. I'm sorry, that one wasn't. This is the one. It's difficult for me to open this, so I'm not even going to try to open. Well, maybe I will. There we go. But this is kind of a starter kit. It's kind of basic stuff. But, you know, it probably wouldn't hurt for us to have this in case we ever needed to go fishing for some reason. I think we'll keep that. So that is those are the fishing boxes, tackle boxes that we got at the yard sale. And I think he only charged us, if I remember correctly, $35 for all three of them. And we've already sold, the young man offered me on the vintage set of lures that he found, he offered me 20 bucks for them, and I said, listen, I only paid a certain amount for this. You can have them for 10, because I'm sure we'll get the money out of the rest of them. All right, what else did we find? Oh, when we were up, what else did we get from his yard sale? Some Matchbox. We have some young men that came into the store at Collected Treasures, and we're looking for a Matchbox. So we picked up those. And, oh, and this, I really love this. This Time magazine with Michael Jackson. It's dated March 19th, 1984. Thought that was awesome. And this, pretty cool. I know somebody that would really like this. My brother is a Dallas Cowboy fan. And this is, gosh, what year is this from? He said it was his. Don said it was his comic that he had. 1973. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All kinds of books. I picked up a bunch of books from him. We've got the Army Digest, the story of paratroops. Sorry for the blurriness. Another Michael Jackson, People Extra. This one's from, it says November, December. But what year? What year? Well, it's on there somewhere. I'll locate it. And then over here, the Book of Scouting, which I thought was awesome. It's beautiful. Great book. And then these are really cool. These are for artists. This is how to do still life, how to draw pastels, and drawing simplified. And these are pretty awesome. When you open them up, you know, all the instructions and the pictures. Oh, they're just beautiful. Thought those were awesome. All right, so I think that was all that we got from him. Oh, and perfume. Picked up some perfume, and that smells really good, and I'm probably going to keep it. And now this little unicorn. ceramic unicorn. Gosh, there was actually some more. I think I got this guy from him too. This glass tiki and this crucifix, which I thought was really pretty. I believe that's brass. And I'm trying to see. Oh no, I must have got that at Goodwill. It has a price on the bottom. Hey, that must have been a local Goodwill because it was, the price on the bottom was with a marker. All right, I think, oh, and this guy here. I got this guy. And let's see, this one is from 1983. Oh, he's cute. All right, I think, and this glove. This was another thing I got. See, I got actually quite a bit from him. I forgot all about all this glove. And I got this idea from JoAnn. She's so creative. She's got such good ideas. This is actually a paper towel. This thing right here, that's a paper towel holder. And so I thought, oh, you know what? She made a, she put a head on the top of it and decoupaged the head. It came out really cool. And I thought, well, what else could we use these for? Because I come across these all the time. And I thought, you know what? This would display this glove really nice. And I do. I like the way it displayed that. And I picked up all these Wade figurines from him too. Oh my gosh, I picked up probably the majority of the stuff here from him. I guess I forgot. But all these cute little Wade figurines. We got puppy dogs, and we got cats, some chickens. I'm keeping Humpty Dumpty. He's going to go in my collection of items. Some fish. And over here we have some owls and squirrels. And I'm not sure, is that a cat? And I think I picked up this too from him, this carved lady. All right, I believe that is it. Maybe this dish also. My memory, it's been several weeks of hunting that I just haven't had a chance to get a video up. But yeah, I believe I might have picked this up from him also. And possibly this. And this and this and this. Okay, almost this whole haul here was from his sale. All right, let's go over some of the things we found at the guy who had the packed garage. And I do actually have a little video of that for you to enjoy. I'll insert that now.
These are from the 1920s. They're heavy. I have no place to put them. I made a mistake in them. I bought them thinking that they were worth hundreds of dollars a piece. I put $50 into them. These had sell for $20. That's kind of expensive. Let me get this big kid out.
Yeah, I'm sorry to do that to you.
No, it's just, it is what it is. There's so many things.
Ooh, a rum
Now,
diet.
there is about 10 pieces that are reproductions.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
That's, to me, it's just looking.
Yeah. But the drop the rub, drop.
Yeah.
The first thing, I take that. Oh, if you can use any of these A-frames, I'll give them real change. I have these plastic A-frames that are really good for advertising. You put them out in front of the store. You can have them for selling.
Yeah, we don't have a storefront like that we can do that.
Or you know what, people, if you know people, I'm hoping that no matter what you see, you tell a friend, and they have an interest in different things.
Oh my gosh, my mouth is hot in here. Did you drink coffee? Coffee always does that to me. Oh yeah, that's a cool piece.
It is a cool piece.
Yeah.
You should be able to, in the right market, get $100 for it. And I use it as a display.
Yeah, that's cool.
Again, I open them up and put coins on the inside, so you're only limited by your own creativity.
Oh, and look, there's a bird in it.
There's a,
beautiful.
I'll just put this right here. But yeah, if you know people that have things like this, trays and trays of stuff.
Oh. Hey, we all have our things.
It's okay, Marla. I found a tray. I think I have an idea. Okay. And then I have costume jewelry. I need to come out here to see if
Found
lights
these
work.
lamps. We're going to test them and see if they work. Nice set.
Okay, just to plug them in.
Looks like a
No,
nice
plug 'em in,
mid-century
go ahead,
modern
I'll-
pair of lamps. Picking up these footrests so Steve can use them building his bar. And we've got these pharmacy boxes that we found that we're picking up 3 of those. I'm getting this for myself and picking up this rooster pin. And then there's this that we're going to do a little research on. I'm guessing that it is possibly a humidifier because the writing on it says Perfection Stove Company.
I'm gonna have you go in with her.
So I'm wondering if it's like some type of humidifier. Okay, one last item from Don's yard sale. We did pick up this milk jug from Oneida, New York. Frank Brewer and Sons. 1 quart liquid. Thought that was in really great condition. I loved all the little dots on the top here. Really good condition. Okay, the private pick that we went to. This person is a dealer, mostly online. I think he was from New York, just outside of New York City, I believe, he told me. And I think he had an antique booth up there, but has not found a place down here that he wants to go into yet. So he's got a lot of his stuff in his garage. He sells online mostly, and so we picked what we could, as you saw in the video. And I picked up this for myself. This is a Sentinel television. I just love the look of this. I paid up for it. Paid $50 for this item. It does not work. I have no intentions of getting it working because it takes like 1,000,000 tubes or whatever you have to get for these things, and I have no idea how to do it, and I'm sure it would cost a ton of money to get it repaired. I bought it for the nostalgia, for the look. It's a conversation piece. And hey, how many people own one of these things? Not many. So I talked to Steve about, could we turn this into like a little side table somehow? Could we somehow attach on the top of this some type of table, or do we just leave it like it is and just have it for a decor piece? I don't know. But either way, it's in our home now. We'll find a place for it. He was all excited that it came with this manual that showed all the tubes and everything you need, but that didn't excite me as much as just the look of it right here. I think that was the selling point for me. And the fact that it's quite old. It is missing 1 knob on the front here. I would kind of like to have had that, but it is what it is. I think I paid $50 for it. I can't remember now. I think I tried to get it for $35, and I don't think he would budge. So we stayed at $50. Also picked up this, and I will insert a picture of what this is for. I had to do a little research on it. I liked, the look of it. It's very old glass. You can see that it's kind of wavy and melty, so it's got the old glass look to it. It's a nice rustic piece. I thought it would make a great shelf sitter for somebody, for a decor piece. But this is actually a kerosene holder for a kerosene stove. So this is what you would put your kerosene in to feed to the stove. And I will insert that picture so you can see that. Pretty cool. And it has, let's see, it's called Perfection Stove Company, Cleveland, Ohio, made in the USA on it. You probably can't see it very well. There, that's maybe a little better on it. So the glass is just really cool on that. And these are some, these are pharmacy boxes. And these were pretty cool. And they still actually have, a lot of the paper on them, which I thought was pretty cool. So apparently, I've got to do a little research on this, but apparently, there was a pharmacy box with your number on it, and that's where you would, go pick up your drugs. So picked up 3 of those. I thought those were really cool if anybody likes to decorate in rustic decor, medical items. It just really, look at the paper on that. That's pretty cool. So took a chance on those. And we also picked up some jewelry. This is for me. Again, I kind of bought for me while I was there. These 2 items, the pharmacy boxes and the kerosene glass container, that will be for sale. But this piece is for me. I have a ring that this just goes perfect with, that I purchased on our trip out to Sedona and the Grand Canyon, and I bought off from a Navajo Indian. And the ring I paid quite a bit of money for. I think I paid like $125 for that ring. And this I only paid $25 for. I know this necklace. I've looked it up. This necklace is worth between $125 to $180. So I really feel like I got a good deal on this. And then I picked up this cute little rooster pin. This will be for sale. There's no markings on the back. It's just a novelty pin. But I thought it was cute. So that was from that pick. And then the Goodwill up in Charlotte this past weekend. Look at this Regency, Hollywood Regency. Oh my gosh, look at this fan. It is fantastic. It's fantastic. It's a Burwood. It is vintage. It is beautiful. This is just a great statement piece. Somebody is going to snatch this up so fast, your head's going to spin. This is a gorgeous piece, and you will not believe, I can't even believe what we paid for it. I think we paid like $7 for it. This thing is awesome. And then look at this. Paid $2 for this. $2. This cross stitch. This angel, she is gorgeous. And she is actually embellished with some beadwork around her halo, around the edge of her dress, and it's just gorgeous, the work on this. Framed nicely, perfect timing for the holidays. This is going right into collected treasures for this weekend. It's going to be at a great price for somebody to take home and enjoy over the holiday season. It is beautiful. And I couldn't believe it. I feel like I'm going to call this the Christmas goose. Look at this great big goose basket that we found. It's got a little bit of damage. Not a big deal. They're holding it together with a bread tie, but we can just put some twine on there and fix that right up. But this, I would consider this a Christmas goose and fill this full of Christmas treasures, or even a Christmas tree would look cool in there. And maybe that's the way I'll display it, with a Christmas tree. That's probably going to go in the booth this weekend too. So that's it. I think that's what we've collected over the last few. This, I forgot to talk about this. This box here. This was at the Goodwill also. And it was all closed up. And I'm like, what is this box? It's kind of rustic looking. Let's take a look. Well, I open it up and I see that. And inside every one of these drawers was one of these shoe brushes. And they are in good condition. And they're marked. Love it. They say New York, New York, Chaz Polk Company. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but from New York, New York. They're all in great condition. So I know some people will just really be happy to see those in the booth. So that's it. That's what we've collected over the last few weeks. Boy, have we had a busy few weeks, and it's just going to keep getting busier probably until about mid-December. And that's where it finally kind of slows down a little bit for us, and we get to enjoy the holidays just like everybody else. But from here until there, we will be busy. This weekend at Collected Treasures, if you're local, come on down. It's the Christmas open house. It starts at 10 o'clock. It goes until 6. There's refreshments. There are door prizes. There's sales. There's a whole store full of treasures just waiting for you to come check out. And Steve and I are going to be there all day. Can't wait to see everybody. Come on down and check it out. And then the next weekend, Antiques at Gresham Lake is having their holiday open house. Same thing. There'll be some probably, I don't know about refreshments, but I know that there'll be all kinds of sales. There's always all kinds of sales all throughout the mall when they have their holiday open house. So a couple big events coming up back to back. Not sure how much treasure hunting I'll get in. So videos may be a little slow over the next couple weeks, but I'll do the best that I can. Everybody, thank you for following our channel. Thanks for enjoying what we love to do and hunt for treasures. And hope everybody has fun decorating for the upcoming holidays.